Welcome back to Reality Reckoning, the show that goes beyond the filter. I'm your host, Ben Carter. For months, we've been tracking a story so complicated and layered with secrecy that we needed to be absolutely sure of our facts before sharing it with you. Cole Anderson and Jeniffer Tarazona secretly reunited and continued their relationship. Jeniffer later became pregnant with Cole Anderson's child. And now, Cole Anderson and Jeniffer Tarazona are set to officially celebrate their wedding on February 10th, 2026. But that wasn't the end of the story. Shocking new information soon came to light. According to confidential sources, 90 Day Fiancé star Tim Malcolm became buried under nearly $300,000 in debt through online gambling platforms. When he failed to repay the money, a lawsuit was filed and he was later arrested. To uncover the truth, we spoke with confidential sources close to the couples, reviewed legal documents, and obtained never-before-seen photographic evidence. What you are about to hear is the real story of what happened after the season finale aired. To understand how everything exploded, we need to go back to the moment right after Cole Anderson and Jeniffer Tarazona's season of 90 Day Fiancé. The other way ended. On camera, Cole said, "It's not the end of our story. It's just the end of this chapter. I love this woman. We'll figure it out no matter what." Publicly, their story appeared to be one of struggle and uncertainty. Cole returned to Arizona, while Jeniffer stayed in Colombia. They talked about trust issues, cultural differences, and how hard the long distance was. Their social media posts were rare and vague, often hinting at problems. Fans were confused. Were they together? Were they broken up? We now believe that confusion was intentional. Behind the scenes, a very different reality existed. The drama on the show was real. The arguments, jealousy, and cultural clashes were genuine. But what viewers never saw was how deeply connected they still were. Once the cameras stopped rolling, Cole and Jeniffer spoke on the phone for hours every night. They weren't moving on. They were planning. Our investigation reveals that in late October 2025, Cole Anderson booked a flight to Bogota. This was not a filmed reunion. It was done quietly and deliberately. He didn't stay with Jeniffer's family. He didn't announce his arrival. Instead, he checked into a discreet boutique hotel in the Zona Rosa district using an alias. For 3 days, Cole and Jeniffer continued their relationship in total secrecy. Sources say Jeniffer arrived late at night and left early in the morning. They believe no one recognized them. One witness told us, "I recognized her from television. He was trying to stay low-key, but you could tell he was American and nervous." They ordered room service every night and were very affectionate when they thought no one was watching. The peak of the secret trip was a dinner date at an upscale, dimly lit restaurant known for privacy. It was there that our investigative team obtained the most damaging evidence. The photos are low quality, but they are authentic. They were taken by another guest who recognized them, but didn't want to draw attention. The images confirmed the truth. While their social media suggested distance, Cole and Jeniffer were still deeply involved. Cole returned to the United States on October 29th. Publicly, nothing had changed. Privately, everything had. 6 weeks later, in mid-December, their carefully managed situation began to fall apart. Jeniffer discovered she was pregnant. Panic followed. This was not part of the plan. They faced an impossible question. How do you announce a pregnancy when the public believes your relationship is over? How do you explain the timeline to fans who can do simple math? Cole was scared, but also happy. He saw the pregnancy as a sign. Jeniffer, however, was terrified of the public backlash. Arguments followed. She felt Cole wasn't taking the potential scandal seriously. He felt she was overthinking everything. It was the secret hotel reunion all over again, but far more intense. After weeks of private discussions, a decision was made. They would admit they were back together. They would announce the pregnancy, and they would get married before the baby was born. Jeniffer posted a message that read, "God's plan is always the most beautiful. Our love created a miracle. My best friend, my soulmate, my soon-to-be husband. I can't wait to be your wife and the mother of your child. February 10th, 2026, the day we officially become a family." The reaction was immediate and overwhelming. The post received over 1 million likes within hours. Fans flooded the comments with congratulations, mixed with questions about the timeline. The wedding date, February 10th, 2026, shifted the narrative completely. What could have been a scandal turned into a fairy tale pregnancy announcement. The celebration drowned out the doubts. It appeared that Cole and Jeniffer had survived everything and emerged stronger than ever. But just as the world celebrated their happiness, a massive shock from another direction threatened to overshadow it all. While Cole and Jennifer's story dominated headlines, another 90-Day Fiancé star was quietly unraveling. Tim Malcolm, known for his dry humor, careful personality, and seemingly stable life, projected an image of control. But according to court documents we obtained, he was hiding a serious addiction to online gambling. Sources in financial and legal circles shared exclusive details with us. Beginning in early 2024, Tim started betting on high-stakes online sports and casino platforms. What began casually quickly spiraled. He lost $10,000 on one bet, then tried to win it back at a blackjack table. He lost another $15,000. The cycle continued. He began using lines of credit offered by the gambling platforms themselves, which carried extremely high interest rates. By the third quarter of 2025, Tim Malcolm owed nearly $300,000 to 3 offshore online gambling companies. When he could no longer make payments, collection efforts began. Letters were sent. According to our sources, Tim ignored them, believing offshore companies had no legal power in the United States. That belief was wrong. These companies use U.S.-based law firms to file lawsuits in American courts. Once the debt is recognized by a U.S. court, it becomes fully enforceable. In January 2026, a lawsuit was filed against Tim Malcolm in a Nevada district court. He was served legal papers. Instead of responding or seeking legal help, he allegedly ignored them. The plaintiffs requested a summary judgment due to no response. The judge ruled in their favor. A legal judgment of $287,500 plus interest and legal fees was officially entered against Tim Malcolm. When Tim failed to comply with the court order to begin repayment, a bench warrant was issued for his arrest for contempt of court. On the morning of February 2nd, 2026, just 8 days before Cole and Jennifer's wedding was scheduled to take place, Tim Malcolm was arrested at his home in Las Vegas, Nevada. He was booked, processed, and later released on bail the same day. But the damage was already done. The story was too big to contain. TMZ broke the news first. The entire 90-Day Fiancé universe went into chaos, and the shockwaves immediately began spreading outward, heading straight toward Cole and Jeniffer. You might be wondering what Tim's gambling debt has to do with Cole's wedding. This is where the story shifts from 2 separate scandals into one devastating event. Cole and Tim were close. Not best friends, but friendly. They were on the same season, did press together, and were part of a group chat with other cast members. When Tim's financial situation started spiraling, he reached out to several people asking for help. According to 2 independent sources familiar with their communications, Tim Malcolm contacted Cole Anderson in late 2025, during the same time Cole was secretly in Colombia, and asked for a large short-term loan. Tim reportedly described it as a temporary cash flow problem tied to his business and promised to repay the money within weeks. Cole, riding the high of his 90-Day Fiancé earnings and emotionally caught up in his secret reconciliation with Jeniffer, agreed. The amount, according to our sources, was $45,000. That money was never repaid. As Tim's situation became more desperate, he allegedly asked Cole for additional funds. This time, Cole refused. The original $45,000 loan was part of the money Tim ultimately lost to online gambling platforms. In civil cases like this, plaintiffs are allowed to pursue assets, but they can also investigate fraudulent transfers. If they can prove Tim moved money to others or had others holding money on his behalf, they can ask the court to recover those funds. Anyone who received significant money from Tim, or who gave him money that was later lost, could be pulled into the lawsuit during the discovery process. That means Cole Anderson could potentially be sued. He could be forced to sit for depositions, explain the loan under oath, and have his financial records examined. All of this would unfold in public court filings. The timing could not be worse. Cole is just days away from a televised wedding. He is about to become a father. He is trying to present this stable, happy image. And now he may be tied to a massive public financial scandal involving another reality star's gambling addiction. The $45,000 loss is serious, but the reputational damage is far worse. Jeniffer is furious, completely furious. She believes Cole lied to her about their financial stability. She sees the $45,000 as money meant for their child and their future, wasted on a friend's addiction. The trust they had just rebuilt is now broken again. The wedding is hanging by a thread. So, where does this leave everyone? Just days before the planned February 10th, 2026 wedding, what was supposed to be a public celebration has turned into a private nightmare. For Tim Malcolm, his reputation is destroyed. He faces a massive financial judgment and a likely bankruptcy battle. His future on television is almost certainly over. For Cole Anderson, he has lost a large amount of money. His name is now tied to a major scandal, and the trust in his relationship has collapsed. He faces an impossible decision: move forward with a wedding surrounded by legal and financial uncertainty, or cancel it and face public humiliation of a different kind. For Jeniffer Tarazona, pregnant, far from home, and feeling betrayed, the fairy tale has fallen apart. The security she believed she was building for her child now feels unstable. Sources close to the wedding planning say that as of yesterday, the event has not been officially canceled. Vendors have not been notified, but the atmosphere is described as funereal. Jeniffer is reportedly refusing to speak directly to Cole and is communicating only through her mother. Cole is desperate to fix things, but does not know how. TLC pressure to proceed with the wedding for a special is intense, but the emotional foundation is gone. This is no longer just a reality TV love story. It has become a real-life drama involving secrets, new life, crushing debt, and shattered trust. The wedding date of February 10th, 2026 still stands for now. But whether Cole Anderson and Jeniffer Tarazona will actually say "I do" remains the biggest question of all. One thing is certain: their story is far from over, and the fallout from these revelations will last a very long time. What do you think? Should Jeniffer go through with the wedding? Can Cole recover from this? Let us know in the comments. More updates followed. In the finale, the answer finally arrived. Between Rob and Cole, Jeniffer chose Rob. The turning point came when Cole and Elisa's secret affair was exposed, and Jeniffer confronted Elisa directly, saying, "You made him cheat on me." Earlier in the season, one of the most talked about moments came when a raccoon unexpectedly interrupted Jeniffer and Cole's steamy make-out scene. The clip quickly went viral and became the season's most shared moment. With ongoing drama, online trolling, and growing public pressure, viewers are now asking one major question: will Jeniffer really leave the show? I will explain everything. On 90 Day Fiancé, Hunt for Love, fans have been waiting for the final answer. Who did Jeniffer choose in the finale, Rob or Cole? Jeniffer Tarazona has finally revealed her life partner, and this moment has been highly anticipated by fans. She ultimately had to choose between Cole and Rob War. Before revealing her decision, Jeniffer made several confessions. Meanwhile, Rob War was confident he would be chosen because of everything they experienced together. So who did she pick? Jeniffer Tarazona proved she was highly strategic. She managed to keep secrets from both Cole and Rob while juggling both relationships. During the tell-all, she was forced to face the consequences. Host Sean Robinson revealed in an exclusive Access Hollywood clip that she possessed footage involving Rob War and Jeniffer Tarazona. This came after Cole admitted Jeniffer had kept her relationship with Rob hidden. Sean then presented the documentation to clarify the truth and set the record straight. As the tell-all footage played, the room fell silent. The evidence left little room for denial. Jeniffer had been maintaining parallel relationships, carefully managing what each man knew and when they knew it. What once looked like confusion now appeared calculated. Jeniffer addressed the accusations directly. She admitted she had not been fully honest, but insisted her actions came from fear, not manipulation. She said she felt pressured from all sides, by Cole, by Rob, by the show, and by the audience. She claimed she was trying to protect herself while figuring out what she truly wanted. Cole did not see it that way. Visibly shaken, He said the revelations made him question everything. He admitted that losing Jennifer hurt, but what hurt more was realizing how much had been hidden from him while he was making major life decisions, including financial ones. Rob, on the other hand, remained calm. He acknowledged that the situation was messy, but said he believed Jennifer's feelings for him were real. He pointed out that while Cole was dealing with secrets of his own, Jennifer consistently came back to him emotionally. That, he said, mattered. The tension escalated when the conversation turned to timing. Jennifer was pressed about when exactly she decided Cole was no longer her choice. She hesitated, then admitted that her feelings for Rob became clear long before she officially ended things with Cole. That admission hit hard. Cole accused Jennifer of keeping him emotionally invested while she had already moved on. Jennifer pushed back, saying Cole's own actions, including his secrecy and financial decisions, contributed to her doubts. What followed was a raw exchange filled with interruptions, raised voices, and long pauses where no one knew what to say next. Sean Robinson stepped in to regain control of the conversation. She reminded everyone that the purpose of the tell-all was clarity, and clarity, whether painful or not, was finally arriving. Jennifer was asked directly if she regretted how she handled the situation. She said yes. She admitted she should have been honest sooner, even if it meant facing backlash. She said she underestimated how deeply her choices would affect the people involved. Then came the question everyone had been waiting for. Sean asked Jennifer to confirm her final decision. Jennifer took a deep breath. She said that after everything she had been through, after the chaos, the secrets, and the emotional toll, she chose Rob. She said he made her feel safe, heard, and grounded in a way she needed. Cole nodded slowly. He didn't argue. He didn't interrupt. He simply said he wished her happiness, but admitted it would take time for him to recover from everything that had happened. The room shifted again when Sean addressed Cole directly about the gambling loan and Tim Malcolm. Cole confirmed he had loaned Tim money, but said he never imagined it would spiral into something so destructive. He admitted he should have been more transparent with Jennifer and took responsibility for the damage it caused. Jennifer said hearing Cole admit that publicly mattered, but it did not erase the breach of trust. She explained that trust, once broken repeatedly, becomes difficult to rebuild, especially when a child and a future are involved. As the tell-all wrapped, the cast reflected on the season as a whole. What began as a love story turned into a cautionary tale about secrecy, pressure, and the consequences of avoiding hard conversations. In the weeks following the finale, the fallout continued. Cole kept a low profile. He stepped away from social media and declined interviews. Sources close to him say he focused on repairing his finances and rebuilding his sense of self outside of reality television. Friends describe him as embarrassed, but determined to move forward quietly. Jennifer returned home and leaned heavily on her family. She remained active online, but avoided addressing the controversy directly. When she did speak, she emphasized personal growth, healing, and protecting her peace. She made it clear that her priority was her future and her child. Rob embraced the public attention more openly. He defended Jennifer in interviews, saying people judged without understanding the pressure of living life under constant scrutiny. He said their relationship was not perfect, but it was honest now, and that honesty was what mattered. Meanwhile, Tim Malcolm's situation worsened. Legal proceedings continued, and reports surfaced that he was considering filing for bankruptcy. Former cast members distanced themselves publicly. Networks remained silent about his future involvement with the franchise. What was once seen as a controlled, composed persona was replaced by a cautionary example of how quickly things can unravel. Fans remained divided. Some sympathized with Jennifer, saying she was navigating an impossible situation in the public eye. Others criticized her harshly, accusing her of manipulation and poor decision-making. Cole received a mix of support and criticism, with many acknowledging his mistakes while expressing concern over how much he lost. The wedding that once dominated headlines quietly faded away. February 10th, 2026 came and went without ceremony. No photos, no special, no celebration, just silence. What replaced it was reflection. This story at its core was never just about romance. It was about choices made in private and consequences faced in public. It was about how quickly image can replace reality and how hard it is to separate the two once cameras are involved. For Jennifer, the journey continues with Rob, under a spotlight that has not dimmed. For Cole, the future remains uncertain, but free from secrets that once consumed him. For Tim, the consequences are ongoing, serving as a reminder that denial only delays the inevitable.